Okay, that'll be that. There. This has gone live. So many things to think about. Turn off the sound. Make this a little bigger. Okay, there we go. Oh, always such a long process to get everything linked together. So who have we got in here? Where are my list of participants? We have Sharon and Maria and Carmen and Donna and Holly and Janet and Louise and Norma and Penny and Barbara and me and Joan, and over on the other side we have Yvonne and some more that haven't said anything yet. Wow, look at all those peeps. That's awesome. I am so cool. 14 people here. Plus 4 over there.
So which one are we making first?
We're going to make the Slimline first.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Amber. Welcome, welcome. We have some new people tuning in today. That's kind of cool. Oh, and there's Barb.
Dino, look.
Okay.
And to Glenda.
I'm just scrolling through to look at your smiling faces. Well, Louise is smiling words because her face isn't there.
Look.
Holly, did you have your hair cut?
I did.
There's Barbara and Donna. And Sharon, I can't see you, but I know you're there. Janet is incognito. Oh no, her face is there, her voice is not. And there's Maria and Dino. Hello, puppy.
Say hi, Auntie. Hi.
Dino. Hello.
See him tilt his head?
I did. Oh, it's cute. Oh, there's Wendy and Joan and Marianne. Whew. And 9 over there. Oh my God, people. This is becoming popular. Oh, awesome.
Let's see. Don't you make it.
Okay. Hello, Valerie. So hello to everybody and welcome to another of my free online classes. So we're going to make 3 cards today, and I'm going to be doing the Facebook stream for each of them. So at the end of the first and the second one, I'm going to stop the stream and restart it. So you guys over there will have to find the stream. Us on Zoom, we don't have to do anything. We'll just stay the way we are and it'll carry on. That way I have 3 videos, and if you want to see a repeat of one, you don't have to watch 3 hours of it. Okay.
Good plan.
Well, you know, 3 hours of me can be overbearing at times, right? Who wants to see 3 hours of me? Not even me.
Apparently we do.
Well, you're gonna have fun because first one we're gonna make is the Slimline card with the Wobbler. I love these. Look at this. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Apparently it's not gonna take much to amuse me today. I've already created 3 cards this morning. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, so all your pieces. The card base is 7 by 8.5, scored at 3.5. And then that fits in one of these number 10 envelopes, which I had to go buy because I have no number 10 envelopes. And then
Will the envelope make something that large?
the envelope punch board. Huh. I don't know because I did this card long before envelope punch board showed up. So what do we need? We need, I don't think, well, maybe we need 4 by 9.5. Okay, well, that goes 4 by 8.5, but 4 by 8.5 would work. Or 3. So there's one that's 4 by 8.5. That one would work.
Cool.
Yeah. There you go. Okay,
Right now.
that's the card base. And then we have for the inside, I just put a piece of Whisper White, no, basic white cardstock that's 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then on, okay, somebody's got a radio or something playing. If that's you, could you just mute yourself, please? I have 2 pieces of designer paper. One goes on the front, and I'm going to use the pink one. And then I'm going to put one on the inside too. And then I'm going to layer my Whisper White on top of that. So the inside will look like that. Instead of just like that. And then you'll need a piece of white that is 8 by 3, and that's what we're going to do all the stamping on. Then a piece to do the wobbly, 3 by 2 3/4, and something for a sentiment, and a wobbler. I'm going to put my wobbler out of the way so I don't lose it. Okay. Oh, okay. So I've got the front piece, which is 8 by 3, and we're going to stamp 2 of the donkeys in memento. Now I'm stamping them before I put the color in the background, because then I can avoid where the donkeys are and have it white in the middle. So this guy is going on here, sort of right there. And if I go too fast, make sure you tell me to slow down.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh, well. Okay, and then the sitting down one that looks like Eeyore. Going to put it right beside. And then I'm going to stamp the kicking one on the extra piece. Now there's no dies for these, so we have to hand cut it. So is everybody using donkeys, or are we using other stuff?
Donkeys.
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 Knitting.
Sorry, what was that one?
Knitting.
Knitting. Didn't get your cards prepped?
No, and I just decided I'd rather knit and watch.
There you go. I'm sure that baby will appreciate it. Okay, now I'm taking soft sea foam and my blending brush. If you don't have blending brushes, you can use sponges. And I'm just going to put some green along the bottom. But I want to leave the center white. So I'm I'm avoiding going in where the...
Do you want to do that?
I'm avoiding where the donkeys are so that they stay white.
So the kicking donkey goes on the the little square piece,
Yes.
the 3 by 2.
Yes.
I'm already behind.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that makes 2 of us because I forgot to cut a piece of paper out, even though I checked
So
it
did
off.
I.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. Not to panic. Okay, it's quite loud, so I'm going to see if I can mute everybody, and then if you need to talk to me, you can unmute yourself. Let me
I
see
don't
if
know how
this,
to do that.
just push on your space bar.
Space bar?
I don't have a space bar. I'm on a
Okay, well,
tablet.
then you just have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
I don't know where the thing is to mute everyone, so I just went in and individually muted you. So if you notice I haven't muted you, then please do. There. Okay. Because I find it difficult when there's a lot of crashing and banging going on to talk and have people hear me. Okay. Valerie's eating her lunch and then she'll make the second card. Yvonne got all her paper prep but don't have the donkey set, so we'll watch and choose afterwards what stamp I will use. Aha. Okay. There's that one. Now I'm going to take Pool Party and do the same thing to the top. Let's give it a little bit of color. And this is a really light color, so you might find you have to put a couple of layers on with your sponge or your blending brushes, whatever you're using. And I'm not making it too dark. It's quite light. Okay. Now, is anybody not finished doing that? Of course, I can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself.
I'm not.
Okay, then tell me when you are. And I will just have some tea.
Okay. The soft sea foam, that was only on the bottom.
Yes. Feel that there should be like do, 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 do.
And Pool Party's on the top.
Yes, ma'am.
This type of communication always reminds me of Romper Room, where the lady would look through the a little mirror type of thing and say, "Oh, who do we have watching today?"
Oh.
That says how old I am.
Oh, I don't think I ever watched Romper Room.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, anybody else still working on it? Okay, now I'm going to take the little starbursty things, and on the top, I'm going to stamp a few in Pool Party, and then on the bottom, I'm going to stamp a few in Soft Sea Foam.
Pool Party's on the top.
Yes, clean my stamp. And do the soft sea foam on the bottom. Okay.
So, okay, I think this is where I got messed up. We were supposed to cut 2 of the 8x3.
Yeah,
One
I
8
only
by
cut one.
3 and one 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. But
Okay,
I
'cause-
made mine 8 by 3 because I'm putting designer paper on the inside.
Okay, because I only cut a 7 by 8.5 and an 8x3.
Okay.
But we were supposed to have one for the front and one for the inside.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's how I got messed up because it wasn't part of the instructions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just wanted to point out why so many of us had to cut extra paper.
Okay. It's not like we're in a rush.
Okay, good.
I'm not going anywhere. Okay. So now I'm going to do a little bit of coloring on my donkeys. And I'm going to use light crumb cake. And I tried to keep coloring to a minimum on these guys. And I'm using Stampin' Blends because I didn't want them to be dark. I wanted them kind of be like white donkeys. So I'm putting in where the shadows should be, like that. And then under the leg here and here. And a little bit at the bottom of his hooves, her hooves. And then where this little squiggle is. And then I'm going to take my color lifter and go over top of it all to take some of that color out because I don't want it to be dark. But how you color it is completely up to you. All this does is just remove some of the color so it's not quite so dark. And then I'm going in with, oh, I forgot to do the tail. Hang on. A little bit on the tail and not remove that. Then I'm going to go in with the dark crumb cake and just add some more color to the tail and on the hair. Forelock. And just blend that in a bit. And then some light petal pink in the ears. And around his nostrils, her nostrils. And then I put a little bit down here on the bottom lip. That was the light one. And then the dark one's going to do the flower, the dark petal pink. And light granny apple green for the stem. And just be careful that his teeth don't become green. And then we'll do all the same thing on the other two donkeys. little bit of lifter to take some of that color out and blend it a bit. And when you put your lifter on, just put on one layer and then let it sit, because this takes a while to work. And you think, oh, I haven't lifted enough. But when you let it work, it continues to remove the color. And some dark on the tail and forelock. Blend a bit with the light. And then do the ears. And a little bit around the muzzle. All right. And then this little happy dude. This one just makes me want to party. He's so cute. How are we doing out there? Getting the coloring done?
I have to color when my stuff comes in, so.
Oh. Can always color after. We having fun yet?
Yep.
Oh, forgot his back. Okay, a little bit of light petal pink. The ear and the nose. And I'm going to put Wink Stella on the flower. And you could pretty well put it wherever you want. Let's stick some on his ears, her ears. Oh, it's like dead silence out there. You guys must be coloring. Okay. Now comes the fussy cutting part. So you can either cut right up close to the black, or you can leave a border around it. It's whichever way you like best. If you cut right up close to the black and you leave a little bit of white in places, then go around with your black marker and just edge it, you know, like we do on the inside of a card. And that removes the white that you've left behind. I like leaving a border around when I fussy cut stuff. Okay. What's the weather doing? You know, I went out for a walk yesterday and I swear it felt like spring out there. Things are growing. It was cold. But I choose to think it's a spring cold. And spring is coming.
Glenda,
Mm-hmm.
the reason we're quiet is because you muted us.
Yes, I did. But you have the power to unmute yourself.
I know, but that's why we're not commenting or making noise.
Well, now that everybody is here and finished cutting their extra pieces, you're welcome to unmute yourself.
Oh, yeah, I will. I will when I have something edifying to say.
Oh, there's a good word. Edifying.
If you walk the dike right now, there's snowdrops blooming.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
They were there this morning.
nice. Well, my hyacinths are just about out. The heads are up.
Right, the only thing I've got growing or popping up is tiny pieces of chive.
Oh, well, that's a spring thing.
I have daffodils.
Oh, nice.
Who said that? Who's got the daffodils?
Norma.
Oh. And mine are out of the ground, but they're not.
Yeah, no, I don't have flowers yet. They're just out of the ground.
Well, mine are along the side of our driveway, so our neighbor's daffodils always bloom long before ours do, because hers are right up against the house. We get to enjoy hers, and then when hers are over, ours start.
Huh. That's good.
Yeah. We have an extra long daffodil season. But last year I bought a Costco-sized thing of hyacinths, so we're gonna have a lot of them out there this year. I think I put more tulips in too. Okay. So we have this, and we have this, and then this, or this. I haven't decided yet. No, don't like that. Okay, so it'll be this. And the inside has the kicking one with a little bit of smudging, as Julie calls it, smudging in the corner and some stamping. And then I sponged around the outside. They need to die. I'm not fussy cutting. That's okay. Cut it out with like a circle or an oval or square or something. You don't have to fussy cut it. Okay.
Just as I cut his tail off.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, poor deformed donkey.
You know I hate fussy cutting.
I do know that.
You're not the only one.
I like it. It's fun. It's calming. But not everybody does.
Calming? You really are weird.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh. Oh. It's the first year I'm having hyacinths, Yvonne, so I don't have no idea what they smell like. I've never had hyacinths before, ever. No matter what house I was in.
They are the ones that you smell that remind you of spring.
Aha.
And unfortunately, the deer love them.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Hmm. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sponging around the outside with my blending brush, but I'm really not liking it, but it's too late to stop now. It's all right. There we are. It's fine. It will do.
Oh, I'm confused.
Why?
Was I supposed to have 2 of those white papers?
One for the front and one for the inside. Yep. But apparently it wasn't on my list.
Oh, okay, because I cut designer paper instead. All right, we'll go back and do that.
It's okay. If it's designer paper that you can write on, go for it.
Well, I think I could.
It really does not matter. These classes are supposed to be fun, not aggravating. And you know, it wasn't the usual photocopy of my usual recipe for this one, so that's still in a learning curve.
It was really nice to have it on the file that you did.
Thanks.
Down.
Uh-oh, let go. Yeah, my oldest grandson is doing that for me. So it's a training thing right now.
So the inside donkey was the kicking one?
That's what I used, yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm showing you once again how to use up some of that designer paper you got hiding in your corners. Oh, the end of that one. There we are. So layered it onto the designer paper and then I layered it onto my card front. Now I'm going to just do a rough or a dry run for where I want this guy because I want to stamp hee-haw up there. In, when I find it, in Memento, somewhere up there. Like that. And then my sentiment. But I have to put it on something because it's so teeny tiny. See if this is even going to work. Whoops, upside down. Yay! Right. Put some stuff away. So are you getting close to being ready to put the wobbler on?
No,
Pardon me?
not yet.
Okay. I'm gonna put some of these inside. So I'm watching AJ and the Queen on Netflix. What a cool show that is.
What's it about?
It's about a little girl who runs away she's heading for her dad's in Florida because her mom is a drug addict and got thrown into jail. So she's going to live with daddy, and she meets up with this drag queen named Ruby Red. And it's their adventures on the way to where they're going. And Ruby is performing at clubs along the way, and really quite interesting. I'm enjoying it. And of course, it's a musical, and I love musicals. So.
Me too.
My very favoriteest musical is Oklahoma.
Not one I've seen.
Oh, I must have seen it like 14 or 15 times. It's a really, really, really old one. Okay, I'll put the sentiment on.
We watched The Dig last night. It just
Oh.
started. Yeah, just been
Yeah,
released on Netflix.
I watched that too. That's I like that one.
Yeah, it was good.
Kind of good. Okay, so there's where my donkey's gonna go. Is that a series, Penny?
No, it's just a movie.
Mm.
It's about when they found this the Sutton Hoo burial, and they got this local archaeologist called Basil Brown to dig it up, and then the British Museum got wind of it, so they came in and kicked him off, but the landowner insisted he stay, and then there were, you know, like relationship stories and stuff like that. So it was quite a very gentle, pleasant movie.
I was watching it while I was crafting, so when I do that, I kind of don't watch everything.
Ah.
Right.
Can I ask a question about the wobblers?
Of course.
Okay, my wobblers have basically a solid side on one side and a very airy side on the other side. Which goes next to what?
I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can do an envelope for this. What size did I say it was going to be?
4 by 8.5 or something?
8.5. There's 3.5 by 8.5. I'm going to do 3.5 by 8.5 and see what that does. And I need a 9 3/4 by 9 3/4 piece. Okay. This will give you guys a chance to catch up. Okay. And I start at 3 1/8. Whoops. Helps if you stay in the crease.
I like that card.
Thanks. Oops, my donkey just jumped off my card. Oh, come on. Where you're supposed to be. Yeah, that dig was interesting because I have a niece who does that. That's what she is. Well, she calls herself a paleontologist, but she still does the same thing with dinosaurs. Okay, so now put this on here. Get my ruler. There's a few others, Yvonne, that enjoys fussy cutting, but I don't think there's many of us, for sure. And Valerie likes the recipes. Oh, her favorite movie was Miss Saigon. I don't know why this is so crooked. I think I saw that one, but long time ago. They had some good musicals back there in the olden days. Was it Gene Autry and that era? That was all the rage for musicals. Not that I know, because it definitely wasn't around back then. So you have to do some trimming on this. There we go. There's the envelope. Let's see if the card fits in it. Yep, it does. There we go. 8.5, 3.5 by 8.5.
That's awesome.
That's an awesome way to use up designer paper.
Yep. I've started a series
Theme of the week.
on using it. Next Monday, we're going to do 2 more ways to use it.
I gotta write that down.
Yeah, we did last night. I used on one card almost an entire sheet of designer paper.
Mm.
So there's the envelope. And there's the card. Okay, ready for the wobbler? They're really easy. I don't know why I'm doing such a big mystery about this. So you just pull off the liner off of one side, doesn't matter which side. Turn your piece over, stick your wobbler on where it doesn't show. And then pull the liner off the other side. Yeah. And then you just put it where you want it and push down. And there you are. You have a wobbler.
Cool.
The things you guys learn, I tell you. How to make your envelopes, how to do wobblers.
I'm very excited for my envelope maker.
Oh, good. Oh, Valerie saw Miss Saigon live. Wow.
Very cute card.
You're welcome, Yvonne. I'm glad it's going to, number one, get you using something that you haven't, a tool that is not well used in your craft room. And number two, use up that designer paper. Gonna have to come up with some ways to use 6x6 now.
So can I see the inside again, please?
Yeah, you sure can. So there's the one I added designer paper, and there's the plain one.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Welcome. On Amazon, they are, Amber. Just go over there and search for wobblers. There's two different sizes. I'll show you the difference. It was one of my team members that introduced me to these in a team meeting about 3 or 4 years ago. She did I think it was a snowman card. So there's two different sizes. There's the big ones and there's the minis. I use the minis because the big ones are just too big. But if you get the big ones instead, you just have to cut them down. They wouldn't work behind the donkey because they're way too big. But if you're wiggling like a whole panel or something, then those ones come in handy. But they come in a package of 12, I believe.
I think I'm gonna have to make my first Amazon purchase to get some.
Whoa.
Not much of an online shopper. Oh, unless of course it's Stamping Up.
Well, Heather's doing a silver icing online party this weekend. It's so easy just to say, yes, I'll have one of those and two of those. And yeah, so I might have done a little bit of clothes shopping this weekend.
Damn Heather, because so did I.
But those shoes are so cute.
I want them in all the colors.
Yeah. That would be nice. Okay. Oh, I'll put some stuff in my finished bin here. Silver Icing is a clothing company out of, did she say Burnaby?
I think so.
I think it's Burnaby. It's over there somewhere anyway. And they have their own brand, plus they also sell other brands. And it's a local stylist, they call themselves. Oh, Valerie sent me her card. Let's have a look. Facebook is at, oh, that's cute. Okay, I'll share my screen. You guys can see Valerie's card. Just let me get it big here. There's Valerie's card.
Aw,
Good job cutting out. Anybody else want to share?
Sweet.
Anybody else want to share the card?
then I gotta wait for my colors.
Aha. Okay. Gotta make that small again. There we go. Oh, Heather, I'm trying. Oh, there's Shanna's card. Yeah, if anybody wants the link for the silver icing show store thing, this is Shanna's card. Cute. Just let me know, I'll send you the link.
Please do that silver whatever. I've heard about it, but I've never actually seen it. I would like to. Thank you.
Okay, let me, while you guys are finishing, let me go over to Facebook if it will cooperate. And I will get the link and I'll post it in the comments. As soon as I find it. There it is. Oh my God, everybody and their uncle must be on Facebook today. It is so slow. Okay, silver icing. Ah! Now what was that all about? No, I don't want to leave the page. Okay, so if you go in here, if you are interested, you don't have to, but just if you want to see what's going on. If you go to the silver icing party, and then under announcements, she has a link to the store. And there's also the, she did a little blurb about what the different ways of ordering are and all of that kind of stuff, because it's not just go on there and order. She's having daily specials and stuff. Sorry, I was just trying to get my computer back to where it was because it froze on me.
I'll go in and look at it after. I cannot do two things at one time.
That's okay.
Not when technology is involved.
I hear you.
Do they have oversized clothing there?
They have some, yes.
Yes, Carmen.
Which card are we doing next?
We're going to do the one with Granny Apple Green.
The Z fold?
Yes, the Z fold, yeah.
Ouch.
Okay. Pardon?
I tried cutting my finger.
Oh, don't do that. Okay, so for those of you over on Facebook, I'm going to stop this stream and I will start a new one for the next card that we're making. And I'll be back just as soon as I can set it up. So give me about 2 minutes. So thanks for joining me. Bye.